I don't believe that our men have been ranked in the top 6 in quite some time. You probably have to look back to the early 90s. We have finished in the top 6 2 years ago at the national meet. So I feel like we've certainly in the past proven that we're a program that is at that level. Looking at the 5 teams that are ahead of us, there's a real logjam there. Adams and Western are as strong as they've ever been. Grand Valley has a senior-laden team. They returned their top 7 from a team that was on the podium at the national championships last year. Colorado Mines has rebuilt very well, and then Chico State has a very, very strong squad as well. So, as far as the rankings go from here to nationals, I don't know that will change a whole lot. But being ranked in the top 6, I think it's justifiable for us. I think we definitely belong in that group, and it gives us a shot. Obviously it shows that we're in range to take a shot at the podium finish at the national championships, which the group of seniors we've had, this is something that we've talked about for 4 years now. I feel like we're in a pretty good spot right now heading into Louisville. When we went into this meet last year, we were 2 weeks behind in training because the national championship meet wasn't until the first weekend in December. So workout-wise, we're a little bit ahead, a little sharper than we were at this point a year ago. Feel real good about where we're at, at numbers 4, 5, 6, 7. As far as front runners go, that's something that we've had the past few years, and our front runners are really coming along real well. Dustin Emmerich has had a few minor setbacks that he's really on the road to recovery at this point, and Brendan Devine is coming along very well, and Michael Jordan's done a great job at the front for us so far this season. So having him there now gives us that extra element. Instead of a 1-2 punch, we've got him in the mix, and then freshman Tyler Pence is probably one of the top freshmen in the country in Division II. He's just been rock solid for us. And Michael Callison has developed. Ephraim Flores has come a long way in a year from a guy that wasn't in our top 12 as a freshman a year ago. Now he's a top 5 guy for us. That was certainly big to see him come back at that level. And then John Lotta is continuing to improve steadily. He was 71st at the national meet last year. I feel like he could be a top 40 guy for us in the national meet this year. So when we look at all those parts together, on any given day, Brendan Devine could be our 6 or 7. And he's been an All-American 2 years in a row. So that's the kind of group you need if you want to be in contention for a podium spot. With the women, we're coming along really well. Kaylee McClanahan is on the road back from some iron deficiency issues. She's shown in training the last 2 weeks that she's certainly back in our front group. And then Holly Bartelt didn't run in the varsity race 2 weeks ago at the Indiana Intercollegiate. She's training very well at the moment. Jackie Henderson always gets better in October and November, and she's certainly starting to advance in her fitness. So I feel like the women are in a pretty good spot, and we get an opportunity to run against some number 9 queens this weekend. So hopefully we can match up with them pretty well, and not to mention 28 other teams in that race that are nationally ranked or regionally ranked D1s, D2s, D3s, NAIs, all across the spectrum of collegiate cross country. We just want to see good, solid racing. This is a field that's larger than we'll see at a national meet. So the Greater Louisville Classic is always a good a good practice opportunity for us to race in a congested environment like that. When we go to the conference championships for our kids at the front, they're going to be in a lead pack with a handful of other guys. That's not like being buried in 45th place at the national championships. That's different, and there's distractions that come along with that. And there's a big difference between racing at the front for the win and racing for place in 40 or 50th place. And that's a skill that some kids need to develop, because most of our better kids were winning meets when they were in high school. And now if you take a guy like Michael Callison, who won a lot of meets in high school, and now you put him in a big meet where everyone was good in high school, and now you're in 30th, 40th, 50th place, which would be great if we get that out of him in a national meet. It's a different mentality, it's a different mindset to race there and not panic that you're not in the front. that's where you should be, and we need to race from that point. So Louisville gives us a good opportunity to do that.